Hello, welcome back again to another session of Autocad 3D practice. Today, we are going to make this 3D drawing. This particular drawing is actually different from drawings we have made so far. In making this drawing, we are going to make use of surface tool as well. So, without wasting time, let's start immediately. Okay, so I'm going to turn off my grid mode and I will start making my drawing right away. So first of all, I want to make a circle. First of all, I will start with a circle of radius depth R 95. Okay, I have to zoom in to get my circle. Let me move up from this so that you see the circle very clearly. I'm just going to move it from there. Okay, let's keep our circle here, and then I will pick a line tool and make a line across from the diameter from one side to the other side, and I'm going to trim off this part of the circle. Then I will have this. Now if you look at the drawing, you see that I have this curved part now. Okay, so I'm going to make a line at the center here down with a length of 188. Enter. And then I will curve that line rightward. Let me on my auto mode, rightward, a distance of 32. Enter. Now, why am I making this line? If you check this drawing, you see that at the curve like this, there is a T, like a vertical pipe there. So that vertical pipe will now serve as this. This line will now serve as that vertical pipe. And now, that pipe has an internal diameter, right? Internal diameter. So this is my line here with a length of 32 will serve at the internal diameter of that pipe. Okay. So now I'm going to make a rectangle. Pick a rectangle tool and draw a rectangle. Okay, wait. Before we can make that rectangle, let's use line tool. I'm going to use this line tool to make a line. I'm going to draw, check what I'm going to draw here. So pick a point, draw to the right 18 units, go downward 49 units, then go left again 65, go down 32, and then go down 83. Then I can now join it to the starting point. See, I now have, this is what I wanted to draw. I would have been able to draw it with a rectangle. So that is why I use line tool. Okay, so at this moment I'm going to move this particular drawing to this point, put it at that point, and I'm going to join it. Type J and select it and join it together, right? And at this point I have to revolve this particular geometry. So I will click on the revolve tool, select the geometry, enter, and then click the first point here and the second point here, click enter. You have this. So if you look at the drawing now, you can see this part, the bottom part, and this small pipe that is connecting to that U pipe. Okay, so that is what I have just done here. So we are now going to convert this to surface. How do we do that? So for us to convert that to surface, you have to go to surface here. Okay, we have to make a circle first. Make a circle of diameter of radius, 32. Okay, so when you go to surface menu, you click sweep, right? Then you click on that circle, enter, and you sweep it here. You have this, right? Okay. And at this point, we are going to give this a thickness of that pipe, because we have made it, that's we have given this diameter, internal diameter of 32. Now that is what the sweep is doing, internal diameter of 32. We have to give it a thickness of that pipe. So how do we do that? You go to home menu, you see thicken here, you click on thicken and you click here, enter, and type the thickness, say 18. We are giving it thickness now. At this point, we can change the view to shaded to see what we have done. So we have achieved the first part of the drawing, as you can see. Now if you look at this drawing very well, you see that the inside there are some things inside. And see, you can see this inside geometry is not clean. The inside geometry is not clean. There is something inside. Let's see if we can view it from the back. Yeah, there is something protruding inside. So how do we get rid of that? Okay, so for us to do that, I have to hide this. Select, right click, and from isolate you click hide. We have hit that particular solid. And now what I will do is to sweep it again. So go to solid surface, click sweep, select this, enter, and select this. Okay, now at this point we have to slice out the part that is sitting on this T pipe, the vertical pipe. So how do we do that? You go back to home, you see slice here, you click slice, you select the down part. When you select, you press enter, you see surface here, you click on the surface here, and then you select the surface, enter. You have sliced it now. So I will show you what we have sliced. So you delete this part, delete this one off, and if you take your cursor to the top of this, you see what we have sliced. So you select it and delete it. You can see. So that is where the main surface will sit. So you come to this part, this place. You click and end objects isolation, and we have our pipe back. So you can rotate to see it. In fact, you can see the inside is very clean now. It's very clean. Okay, so at this point we are going to continue to draw other parts. For us to draw other parts, okay, let's keep it like this and hide everything. You hide this and hide this. That is from the, you select the two, go to isolate and hide. You only have this left. So the next thing we are going to do now is to draw these parts. This particular part that is sitting on top of this U pipe. Okay. So for us to draw that, first of all, you pick a line tool. At this point, you make a line up a distance of 32. Then you make it right or left a distance of 43. Enter. Okay. At that point, I will pick a rectangle tool and make a rectangle of type at 43 by 82. 43 by 82. Enter. Okay. Let's check the dimension. Let's delete this line and make the line again. There's a mistake somewhere here. This line is supposed to be 38, so you type 38, enter. Yes, that line is supposed to be 38, and you pick this rectangle tool at this point, you drop it here. So now we are going to revolve. So you click revolve tool here, you select the rectangle and revolve around here, click enter. We can repeat the same thing at the other side. Remember, we have this pipe on both sides, so we can repeat the same thing on the other side, but we can also copy. Instead of doing it again, copy this, we move it a distance of 190, place it there, right? We can now hide the two objects by select, right click, select, isolate, and then hide. Now again, we are going to do the next one. If you look at you see the one inside here, the one that is view is showing inside. So to draw that one, we make a line with a distance of 35. Type 35, enter. When you make that distance of 35, you draw a rectangle again. You type at 8,14. Yes, we have that. Then you move it to this point, and at that point you are going to revolve again. So you click on the revolve tool, click on here and click here to revolve, and repeat the same thing by copying this, move it a little, and then type 190, enter. Okay, at this point we can bring back all our hidden objects by clicking here and end object isolation, and we have this. We can rotate this to see what we have here. See, it's very neat and nice. Now the next thing we are going to do now is to put this particular part that is crossing like this. For us to put that part, we are going to draw it at the back view here. So you click the back view. Don't forget to click this view here, and then make a rectangle of type at 80, 50. You make that rectangle. So after drawing the rectangle, you go to press pull, you click and enter a height of 32, and you can revolve this a bit, and then when you revolve that, we can move this rectangle, pick the center of that at the edge, and come to the center of this particular drawing, this circle top here. Make sure you pick that center, otherwise you will not get it right. Okay, we have picked at the center. So you know that is not how it is. Look at the drawing, it is crossing, so we have to move it. To select, you take the red arrow here and move it a distance of say 35, right? And then instead you have this, let's move it a little bit. Let's move it by about 10. We have this is perfect now. So at this point we are going to draw the last part. And the last part consists of these small circles, that is holes, small holes. Okay, so let's try and make that hole. For us to make that hole, we go back to the top view here, select this surface and make a circle of diameter B190 and pick another circle. At this point you make a circle of radius 9, and we are going to go to polar array, click on polar array, select this circle and click at the center, make the object items up to 8, enter. And if your associative icon is selected, you'll be selected, close. Okay, at this point we are going to move the whole of this, select at the center and move it to the center of this. Okay, so let's revolve and see the location of that. Yeah, it's fine, there is no problem, it's fine. So like I said, we are going to move it downwards. So okay, first of all let's join the whole other geometry together. So you select solid union, select the whole geometry and enter. So for us to move that, we have to hide this drawing. You select, isolate and hide, you'll be left with this. So let's rotate this and see what we have. Okay, so we have this, right? So we now select this, right click and select similar. Okay, and then move it. Let's move from the center, select similar, let's select this, select similar, move it here downward. Alright, let's keep it at that distance. So we can now end this, and you will have this. You can now rotate to see the position of where you have this. So the main aim of pulling it down was to make sure we have it at the bottom of this. We can delete every other thing that is not required. Delete this and we delete this. So we have to do press pull. For us to do that, you select one, you select similar, and no, not press pull, we do extrude. So you extrude it to any distance, any height, but make sure it doesn't pass to the other parts, any height, and enter. At this point we are going to subtract this. Okay, so you go to home menu again, you click subtract, solid subtract, you click on the main drawing, enter, and you start selecting each of these cylinder. You can rotate it to see all of them. Select this, and enter. Here we have the drawing that was required. Okay, so at this point you can move the whole drawing away from there, so that you'll be able to select the 2D. You can now delete these 2D objects, they are no longer required. So here we have it as per our requirements. Okay. Let's compare it with what we have here. We have been able to draw exactly that. Okay. You can see from the bottom how it looks like. Alright. So at this point, I would say if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so because we are moving forward. As you can see, we have not done this kind of drawing since we started. We are still going higher and higher and higher. I want to give you the confidence that you should trust the process. Trust the process. The practice are so arranged in a way that as at the end of this practice, you'll be able to understand this thing. Just don't worry too much about you don't understand this, you don't understand it. Just try to practice. Like today, we have if you practice this, you know how to use surface tool. You have know how to use surface tool and sweep. As time goes on, we are going to touch each and every tools that are actually useful in 3D drawing. So please subscribe and turn on notifications so that you get notified of any of the videos that we drop. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.